This thing is basically outlining the 13 principles of biblical Zionism, and I'll let Levy kind of describe to you guys kind of what that is and what we're talking about. So take it
Okay,
away.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been hard to keep this cat in the bag. We've been, we've been, like you said, we've been working on this for a few months, and we've kind of briefly mentioned it just in passing a few times, but now it's finally to a point where we want to actually let everyone know, the details of what we're working on, what this organization looks like. And so it's nice to finally be able to do that. And I guess, it's like we had this kind of dream of like this big unveiling, this big announcement, this big, whatever. But it's life is not, that's not very much reality a lot of times. So we're actually just gonna take this step by step and just kind of, do what we can as we can do it. And so anyways, yeah, we're just gonna, go ahead and launch this, and we feel like this is what God wants us to do, and why wait? So anyways, where did this whole idea come from? Well, um so it starts with Caleb and I working together with Haivel, and there was an opportunity at one point where, without getting into too many details, um, an idea of a mutual friend of ours, Rabbi Jeremy Gimpel, and he was talking with the Wallers and myself and others about this idea that Jeremy had, which is this biblical Zionist organization that he wanted to start. And what was the what was the purpose of this organization? Was really to unite Jews and Christians, Jewish and Christian organizations together under common principles, common beliefs that are held between Jews and Christians who are in this Israel world. And the name he came up with, and the name that he had, was Biblical Zionist. And so this name is a great name because it's very, it's a title, it's an identity, it's a description of who we are as people. It's not just we're not just Christians, we're not just Jews. We are biblical Zionists together. I feel like there's a huge need for this, and there's a huge and this is the way, this is the clearest, best way I've seen for people to unite Jews and Christians together, and under what unites us, under the commonality that we have. So here's the logo that my brother helped put together, and this is just a working logo. It's really beautiful. It might end up being kind of our more permanent logo. We might change it a little bit as time goes on, but my brother just threw this together based on some ideas we had, and so you can see the BEZF, and the shape is of the temple. And so yeah, we're really excited about this logo, and this is the name of the organization that we started in the state of Colorado. The Biblical Zionist Foundation. Name of the game with Biblical Zionists too is that it's not just a movement of Christians, it's a movement of Jews too, because Jews are biblical Zionists just as much as we want to be, right? And so that's the awesome thing about the name and the whole vision behind Biblical Zionist, is that it's not just Jews, it's not just Christians, it's both. We need both. We're equal partners in the restoration, in the redemption.
Guys, this is to create a empowerment in the nation. So a lot of times when you put a flag in your front yard, like one of the first things I did when I came here to Estes Park was I put up an Israeli flag out front of the building here. And it was epic, the amount of people that came by, and Israelis that literally stood in my office. Some of them just almost crying, just like it made my trip. When I came through Estes Park, all of a sudden see a big Israeli flag in front of your building here next to the American flag. It was like awesome, right? So I thought, wouldn't that be incredible if every God-fearing person, biblical Zionist around America, put a huge flagpole in their front yard and said, basically with an Israeli flag and American flag together, just say, we stand with Israel. Now, this isn't just a political initiative. It isn't just something where you're like, oh, hey, this is something fun. No, this makes a statement, right? And it's like a call to action. So that's part of one of our initiatives, is to say, hey, by the end of 2020, we want to have to put up close to 20 to 30,000 flags across America, and then start exponentially growing that number. So that's going to be really, really fun to see that happen. Now, what